Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering draft video. It's Al here with you. This is how to draft MTG. We're doing another premiere draft here in Phyrexia. All will be one. And we're having a look at our pack here, and we're seeing that our rare is quite bad. Monument to Perfection, not really a playable card, but maybe one day we'll try it out just for the lols, as the kids say these days. Hexgold Hoverwings is pretty solid. 4 mana, 3/2 flying that has some upside with your equipment decks. Cephalopod Sentry is very, very, very good in its home turf here of blue-white. So I think I'd like to start with that unless we see something better. Crawling Chorus is a very, very good common. Happy to take that at any point. I have Malcator could come back around, which would be great to go with the Sentry, as could Malcator's Watchers. There's a few cards here that Crawling Chorus also being another one, and the Hoverwings that we could wheel to go with our Sentry. There's no cheap removal in the pack, so we're just going to start with the Sentry. And oh boy, we're going to start with 2 Sentries. How exciting is this? Let's go. Exuberant Fusing is also very good. Especially in red-green, but any red deck. Red is an amazing color. You should draft red cards very highly. There's probably an argument to just taking Fusing here, just because of how deep and available red is, but also having 2 very good Signpost uncommons is pretty attractive to me. There's also a Volt Charge here. But I think I'm willing to just plant our flag in blue-white right off the bat. And, I mean, if we get cut out of it, we get cut out of it. But, like, there's a few cards we've already seen in the first pack that could wheel. Experiment will probably come back. Skull Bomb could come back. Bardiche could come back. These are all cards that play really well in blue-white. So that's going to be our plan to start. Obviously, if these cards don't wheel, we're going to have to, like, leap off the boat, abandon ship, get out of there. So, anyhow, Volt Charge would be, I think, the next most reasonable pick, but I like our start here, gotta say. And right into a blank pack. We could take a Monument to Perfection to just have an artifact, but I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, this pack doesn't have really much of anything good. Glistening Raptor, Gitaxian Raptor. It's a blue card. It's not an artifact, so I think it falls short of what we're trying to do. In fact, there are no playable artifacts in this pack, are there? Glistener Seer, similarly. Skitterfang's bad. Complete Devotion is a white card, but I don't think we're going to be toxic. Vanish is, like, unplayable. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take Chimney Rabble, again, just because red is such a good failsafe. Furnace Strider is also good, but I'm going to go for the cheaper card here. And I think that's all there's to talk about in this pack. See if we can see a better one, and we do indeed. Tamiyo's Immobilizer. It's quite a strong one. I mean, in blue-white specifically, there's not as much proliferation going on. This is a little bit better, I think, in blue-red, but I mean, it's an artifact, and even if you never proliferate on it, 4 turns of neutralizing their best threat is usually enough to get you there when you've got like 5/5 flying sentries coming at them. So our curve's a little concerning. All of our cards cost 4. The other cards that we could consider in this pack are Ruthless Predation and Oil Gorger Troll, and to maybe a lesser extent, Thirsting Roots. Troll is really good in red-green. I'm not ready to abandon blue-white, though, when there's like a nuts uncommon right there. There's also the black-red rare, which I didn't even look at. Just black-red as a deck hasn't really come together for me. So tell me in the comments what you think. Maybe we're supposed to take it there. But I think with our start, again, I'm not going to move off blue-white with the start we have. Okay, Sweeping Lookout is an artifact. Malcator's Watcher is an artifact. And there's another Troll here, which is pretty cool if we'd sort of gone down that road. But again, we have no enablers for this. So that's a little bit concerning, I think, if you're trying to force red-green. So I still like where we're at. And to me, it's between Watcher and Lookout, and it's pretty tough. I mean, Watcher's kind of like sneakily good. I'm going to take the 1-drop because it's a 1-drop, but I could see that being wrong, actually, because the Watcher's actually been like kind of annoying. Dying into a card's good. There's a lot of things that it can trade with. I just feel like we're going to get our fair share of Watchers. They're not that hard to pick up in the draft, whereas like a 1-drop creature is kind of at a premium. So Let's do that. Draw Skull Bomb. Could just play an off-color Skull Bomb here just to get an artifact trigger. Or like an artifact in play for a sentry or what have you. Veil of Assimilation I have not found to be very good. I have lost this once though. Ichor Synthesizer not good. Rest of this pack's pretty bad. Axiom Engraver is really good though. I'm going to take the Skull Bomb. I think it could be the Engraver there though, because if we need to pivot, that's a great red card. And okay, so I think we're supposed to just take Seachrome Coast here. Again, there's another Engraver. So it's really like the next 3 picks are going to tell us, I think, whether or not we're right to be in blue-white. I'm a little bit concerned. But, I mean, if we wheel that eye and then the Experiment or whatever, then I think we're pretty happy. So I think we take a swing here. Again, just moving into a red-based deck. Might not be worth it, but boy, yeah, a lot of red and green stuff just floating around here. Okay, so here, I think we will take Chimney Rabble number 2. Try to have an off-ramp. Maybe we like end up blue-red, or maybe we just pivot completely, but okay. So a lot of blue stuff wheeling, that's nice to see. So we did wheel the eye, so we'll take it here. And yeah, pretty reasonably happy with that. Everything we have is an artifact that's in our colors, so that's really good. Pardon me. Had Italian food last night for Valentine's Day. I'm a little burpy here. Escaped Experiment. Try saying that 10 times fast. I think is a card we want here. It's 2-mana creature. I'm all about the Skull Bombs. Sure, they're decent. Wow, Exuberant Fuseling came back. Well, anyway, I think we're doing well. I mean, we wheeled both cards we wanted to wheel. I'm a little bit concerned about how much red is flowing, but red is always flowing in this format. That's the thing about red. Yeah, I'll take a Raptor. Doesn't really fit in our strategy, but maybe. Thirsting Roots, Tamio's Logbook. I guess we'll try a Logbook. I don't think the card is playable at all, but I guess if it is, then we're going to find out. Veil came back. Sure, that's also pretty bad. But it fits in our strategy, so I guess we're getting late indications that our strategy is open. So these Skull Bombs can be okay, and if we end up with a Prophetic Prism or a Terramorphic, maybe we end up splashing the black for Dross or something. You can get away with things like that. This pack is pretty bad, although this thing makes mites. This is kind of cute. It spots you a color the turn it comes down, which is good. 3 tap, make a 1/1 is so slow. But there's nothing really else in this pack, right? We're gonna wheel this Strider. And I don't even know how happy we are about that. We don't have any oil proliferate yet. We can clock that. There's obviously a Basilica Skull Bomb, but that's also going to come back. So we can decide if we need it. I'm willing to try this land out. I don't know. This deck could be going in a weird direction, but let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Unctuous Retrofit. This is the best card you can have in this deck. Very good. Oh, we didn't wheel Malcator's Watcher, did we? That's kind of weird. I was just thinking how good this is with Malcator's Watcher. Yeah, we did not wheel that. So anyway, very good with Swooping Lookout as well. You get a 4/4 Vigilant Flyer, or any of these cheap artifacts. Good with Skull Bombs. It's just a huge amount of stats on a 3-drop. So psyched to see that. Looking for some removal pretty soon. That'd be good to see. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's an Eye of Malcator. There's a Planar Disruption. So, again, we take a risk here. We wheeled the Malcator last pack. I feel we will wheel it again. So we take the Disruption here. It's a little bit of a risk, because if somebody decides they want to move in on our sweet blue-white life, then we're going to get bit for that. But also, not having removal is bad. So I think this is the right decision. Nothing really else going on here. I guess, Fisher could be playable in our deck too. If we don't wheel Malcator, just a solid rate card like that would be fine. So normally you would be all right, sweet, let's take a Bladed Ambassador, but Mandible Justiciar is here, and it's an artifact, and it benefits from artifacts. So this is where just drafting a streamlined archetype is better than taking good cards. Land Ambassador is undeniably a good card, but Justiciar is going to do a lot more for us. It's going to trigger our sentries. It can get bigger from the retrofitter. It just gets bigger in general. So we're pretty excited to take it here. And I think we're at a good lane. I mean, I don't feel... We haven't seen anything come by where it's just like, wow, I wish we had pivoted into red. Red's always going to be fine, but like... I think we're in a good spot. We got lucky opening the 2 sentries. If we didn't have 2 sentries, this deck would be like pretty bad. But the fact that we started there and then got shipped some good cards is what's exciting. Okay, against all odds, artifact or creature with mana value 3 or less to the battlefield. We have targets for that. Flipping or blinking something is less exciting for our deck, so I think we'll leave that. I think we'll just take another 2-drop here. Indoctrination Attendant is another card that's good. And maybe we'll wheel it. I think keeping the curve low is just such a priority in this format that we just need to make sure that we do that. Even though like we're fairly likely to wheel this, it is getting a little bit later in the pack. So wheels are a lot less like. If you know what I'm talking about by wheel, it just means like the pack goes all the way around the table, right? So there's 8 of us at the table, comes all the way back to us, and then we get what's remaining. And that's called wheeling. Okay, Basilica Spellbomb's the only playable card here. I guess the Enforcer's decent, but it's not itself an artifact, and it's a 4-drop. So again, we'll just take the cheaper card that clearly fits with what we're trying to do. This pack is junky. Furnace Strider is always coming around late. You should be... I mean, you can't play like 4 of these, but you could probably play 3. So I don't think it should be coming around as late as it is. Should we take a Batterfist here? Yeah. Take a Batterfist. It's an artifact. Like, if we get pushed out of white or end up in some weird spot where we need... Okay, we wield the Eye. That's good. Taking the Eye. And we wield the Meldweb Strider as we expected. And I think we can take it here. Crew 3. Crew 3 is a lot, but... I don't know. If we end up with some Proliferate, maybe we get like a Mesmerizing Dose, or... the Anticipate with Proliferate, we might want to rock it then. Bardiche, probably a better 5 than the Strider. Take this Legacy card. Is this card good in Legacy? Let me know. As always, click subscribe. It's free, totally free. Supports the channel, lets you know when I post videos. Helps me out a huge amount, actually, if you click subscribe, so please do that. Leave a comment, that helps even more. Start a discussion, let me know what you think of these cards, this deck, this format. My videos in general. Love your feedback, or if you just want to say hi, and click that like button as well. That's all much appreciated. All right, we want to turn all of our creatures into Juggernauts for 8 mana. Probably not. I think we want to take a 1 mana card. Dies into an artifact. That's good for us. Rest of the pack is blank for us. I mean, obviously there's good cards here. Hexgold Slash, Resistant Skywarden, Ambulatory Edifice, Axiom Engraver. So it's funny, like we could have pivoted. I keep saying I like where I ended up, but we could have pivoted into red and we would be doing totally fine. Like all the red cards just flow. Obviously it's a pack we opened, so it's not an indication that people aren't drafting red. But what we saw in the last pack certainly did indicate that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our Crawling Chorus and move on before I bore everyone to death. Well, I guess Incisor Glider is the fit for us here. Rib Skiff I have not liked at all. Incisor Glider is not going to be very good in the sense that we're not going to corrupt, but it's got flying and it's an artifact and it gets buffed by the Retrofitter. I think all of that is enough to... And it triggers all our stuff, right? I think all of that's enough to make me want to play it. Love to see a Mesmerizing Dose or another Planar Disruption at some point. That'd be good. Basilica Shepherd, yeah, makes 2 artifacts. Miglos, yeah, we could add a red green deck for sure. Maybe that's what we should have done. I don't know. Shepherd's great though. Makes 2 artifacts, big body, flies, bangs. Let's go. I'm gonna put the Strider away. I don't think we're gonna end up playing it. I'm gonna put the Raptor away. Similar reasons. Okay, Escaped Expect. I keep saying that. Against all odds, is this card good? It re-triggers the Eye. It doesn't exile. It has to be 3 or less. Artifact or creature. So it would work if this was a 3 cost. So like resetting that would be good. Resets the equipment, of which we don't have any. I just don't think it's good for our deck. I want it to be. I'm going to take Experiment. Need artifacts. Ooh, this is a tough pick. So we got Augury, which proliferates, helps us dig, smooths our draws. Proliferate only good with Immobilizer, though. Nothing else cares about that. Aside from like maybe Crawling Chorus. Proliferating our opponent to get them corrupted for Insider's Glad, but that's not going to happen. So, I think I'm good to take Transplant Theorist here. We have a lot of artifacts, so we get a lot of loots. Put away lands and stuff. That'll help us avoid getting flooded. There's another Theorist, but there's a Watcher. There's a Watcher in the pack. Watcher. Yeah, let's go. Watcher. I think we got... it's close. We have enough 2-drops at this point, but like we could put away Veil now. Maybe Veil is good, though. Like every card is an artifact in our deck. Or maybe we start cutting off-color Skull Bombs, too. That's an option for us. Okay, I'll take a Fisher. I don't think we're going to play it, though. Indoctrination Attendant. Well, this resets Immobilizer for us. Provides an extra artifact body. It's a good blocker. I could see it. Ichor Synthesizer, Surgical Bay. Well, Ichor Synthesizer we can't run in this deck, so Surgical Bay. Maybe not, though. I guess it's our only tap land, actually. So yeah, we will definitely run that. So we need to add a card. Maybe the Veil comes back. Let's try the Veil. If it's going to be good, it's good here. Logbook. Maybe. It's an artifact. It triggers our things, and then later on is cool, I guess, if we stall out. So we missed out on some removal in this deck. That's a thing to consider, too. Like, Logbook's not going to be very good in a deck that can't neutralize what our opponent is doing. We're trying to just sort of beat down, be proactive. I think the Logbook is not going to fit, especially like Double Eye. These can't block ever. Never got like the flash 3/2 cat that taps something, so that's not going to work. Okay, so we can definitely play 17. We have 5 drops. We have 4 drops. We might even want to like consider playing 18. We've got the Transplant Theorist to help us mitigate some of that. Okay, well, we'll have one more luck here. I mean, these Skull Bombs obviously don't do anything on their own, but I think they synergize with all of our, obviously all of our artifact stuff. And then they cycle later on. I think they're okay to keep in. I don't see a reason to play Logbook, as we said. Raptor is not an artifact. Strider is somewhat interesting as a card that's an artifact. It adds to our 5-drop count. And we don't have Proliferate. That was the other thing we needed Proliferate for, but I'd already hidden it, I think. I don't think we're supposed to play it over one of these like Skull Bombs. Even though they do actually nothing, they just cycle. I think this is what we're going to run with. So, yeah, let's go. Here we go. See for round 1. We're back. Got my Liliana mug here, providing me with caffeination to talk as fast as humanly possible. I think this hand is good. We've got we're on the play, first of all, which is always good. And we've got Maze Skull Bomb into turn 3, Retrofitter, attack for 4. So this hand looks bad, but I actually think it's good. Usually you want a 2-drop play, of course, but on the play you can get away with. Oh yeah, we would have liked to have some of those. On the play you can get away with it because you're on the play, and when your 3-drop is 4/4 and has haste. Okay, so if this gets countered, we're gonna hate our life. But if it doesn't get countered, our opponent is gonna be mad. So let's try. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's It's one of those things I think you just take the swing there. They don't always have it. When they do, you feel bad. When they don't, you just probably just win. So we'll take the attendant next and just return our own skull bomb, I guess. Ooh. So this will be a 2/5. Okay. And then Shepherd's going to make it a 4/5 if we draw land next turn. That's pretty exciting. So they can always go ahead and bounce it with Skull Bomb if they want. Just a good play on their part. So, yeah, that Bring the Ending really did hurt us a lot there, but in terms of tempo. Okay, they're not going to bounce it, so we might get an attack in here. Or we might get countered again. That'd be annoying. But we're, again, I think you just got to try for it. We don't really have any, like, plays that allow us to play around counter spells. We just kind of got to go through them. And they do have the other one here, it would appear. Oh, they don't. Nice. How lucky. How lucky for us. All right. Let's get in there. 4/5 flying. What do? Okay, they're going to poison us and draw a card. See? We're not playing around a counterspell when all they have is that. All right. And let's see what happens here. So, I mean, we don't want to get corrupted because if they're holding on to Anoint with Affliction, they're going to be able to get our Sentry with it. Okay, they end up getting it anyways. But we can pick it up with Attendant, which is pretty cool. They're still thinking about what to do. They might pop their bomb here if they're looking for a land drop. Or, yeah, I don't really have anything else going on. I mean, they could attack with Raptor. I think we just, like, start racing them, though, because they're already at 16. Another Sentry. That's yummy. That's nice and good. Probably just play it here. Keep the beats coming. They can go ahead and bounce it on their turn, which is annoying, but that's okay. Takes up their turn to do that. 5/5, couple 5/5 Sentries just chilling here. Opponent goes ahead and Whisper of the Dross on our Might token to proliferate their Synthesizer up to 3/3 unblockable now. So now they can go bounce our Sentry and start to pressure us with the Synthesizer. So they're in a spot where they can actually get ahead of us here, I think, if they decide they want to do that. Oh, nice. And the Corrupt as well with the Proliferate. That's nice. Okay. All right. And then they draw 2. So yeah, we could be dead here. They pick up an Anoint and just are able to sort of stop what we've got going on. Yeah, we could be in trouble. Ooh, that's good too. But we have blocks for that. So the Skull Bomb gets bigger. All right, we'll take 3. So we have attacks because our we're gonna pick up this Sentry, make a Might. We're gonna have a 5/5 swinging in the air. So I think we're still in a good spot, like race wise. Oh man, we could pick up a land though and play our Watcher, but that's definitely better to pick up a Sentry. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna swing with the Shepherd as well, I think. Nah, probably not. Leave the Shepherd back because they're not. I don't think they're gonna block the Sentry with their Raptor. So pick up our Sentry. We have... Oh, no, we only have a 4/5 because we picked up our Sentry. Duh. Okay, well, still good enough to get through here. And get through it does. Opponent's at 12. We're at 17. The race is on. It's a nice one. Yeah, if only we had some better tricks at our disposal, because now we're getting into a bit of trouble here. They've got, I guess, I mean, they still have to double block that Sentry, so we get to take care of that Blisterzoa. They're coming in for 3. Hope to draw a land, I would think, here. So we can double spell. At some point, we can crack this Skull Bomb. If they come in with their Skull Bomb, I would think we double block. Getting rid of that is actually pretty good for us. So at some point, they'll be able to bounce a thing and like maybe swing in for the win or whatever. Okay, opponent does decide to attack with Skull Bomb after all. Long bit of deliberation there. To take 7 here, I think, is not an option for us, so we do need to double block it. And we will. And like I said, getting rid of this is also good for us. We're going to lose our Shepherd, but our Shepherd can't attack anyways. And we're not losing an artifact towards our Sentry, so I think we're good here. Okay, go to our turn. Ooh, yeah, mobilize. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. So we can just like tap down Blisterzoa and continue to attack them for 5. We're constrained on mana is what our problem is, right? It's like, if we play Cephalopod Sentry, we're going to take another hit for 3. We're going to go to 11. Then the following turn, we play a Mobilizer. We're at 11. We swing for 12. They probably have to chump block. They hit us back for 7. And they're just dead. Okay, yeah, so I think it's better to do this. The risk here is like if they find a way to remove a Sentry or realize that, or like find a combat trick and they have like a, oh god, or one of those. Okay, but yeah, but that's not automatically on, right? Okay. It will be soon though. I was thinking that this was just a 3/3 when Jerk erupted, but that's not the case. That'd be way better. Okay, well, so they found some blockers, so maybe now this plan was not as good. So we're going to 11. We could still make the play of tap Blisterzoa, jam with both creatures. They probably like chump one of them with hybrid, and then Raptor, Blisterzoa, Synthesizer. That's 11. So we can't do that. So now we need to play defense. Don't want to give them 2 cards off of this, that's for sure. So yeah, we're getting into trouble here. I suppose if they double block, we could just kill the Raptor and not the Blisterzoa. Don't love that either, though. Blah. We're in trouble. So play our land. Play a Mobilizer plus Watcher. Just trying to think, like, can we tap end of turn, like tap 2 things, or tap a thing on our turn and swing in. But I just don't think we're going to have enough because they have the third flyer, right? We can't do it. So if we were to find, obviously, like planar disruption would be great. These things are huge. 7/5. So we tap Blisterzoa, attack with both. They chump with hybrid, and then they swing back and kill us. But we have Watcher now. Yeah, we have Watcher. to chump block, right? So then they would have to have a removal spell, which is not hard to imagine them just drawing that. Think we're supposed to pass here. Think we're supposed to pass here. Like, yeah, it's so tough. This is a tough game. So they go to combat. Are we just tapping Synthesizer? I feel like the longer this goes, the better off our opponent is. They seem to have the inevitability in this matchup, given that they have the Synthesizer. It's like, do we need to take a swing? Tap Zoa, tap Hybrid on their turn, swing. They chump with Raptor. They go to 5 or less. But then we're at 8. We're at 8. Man, this is hard. We're at 8. So they just kill us at that point. They come in with Blisterzoa, Hybrid, and Synthesizer. We like chump. We're in the same spot, whereas like if they have removal, we just lose. I just don't like double tapping. not knowing that we can win. Because then the following turn, so then let's say they don't attack us. We go to 5. We attack with both sentries. They have to block both. If they're able to pump up the other Synthesizer, we have a tap though on it at that point. We have a tap on it at that point. Okay, all right. I'll let them come in with the Synthesizer. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure if I'm playing this right. The plan is to tap these two creatures, put them at lethal, and then hope that they don't have a removal spell for Watcher. So it's a little bit sketchy. Play land, tap. Oh no, not all. We do want to get in with the Watcher though. That's a free point of damage. Oh, I thought I pulled the mites back. Sorry. That's horrible actually. Wow, that really makes it worse for us. Ah, no. Misclicks. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do now. So we're going to lose our mites. Ah, that's really bad. So now our sentry's going to be smaller. Wow. I mean, we still have lethal, but... Okay. They do have removal? No. Oh, I can't believe I misclicked those mites. Okay, so we got 5/5s now. We have Maze Skull Bomb. So again, they just need to not have removal. Do we sack our Skull Bomb here? I think we do. Because if we find removal, then we feel a lot better. Okay, we found a Surgical Bay. That's not removal. Play Bardiche. Okay, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Actually, no, yeah, so we're dead to... This is what I didn't fully figure out, is we're dead to them turning on the second synthesizer and swinging with everything. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Sorry, somebody watching right now like knows what I should be doing and is so frustrated, so please let me know in the comments. This is like such a hard game. My brain is not on it, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, opponent plays land and concedes. Okay. All right. Let's go. That was an imperfect, messy game. I know it was, but that was fun, and we ended up winning, so very cool. Very cool. What a match. Yeah, we're back. We go first on the play with a 1-drop into a 2-drop. What more can you ask for in Phyrexia All Will Be One? I don't know. I simply don't know. Swooping Lookout. Well, we're going to find out if this card's any good. And they're not going to be able to block. We get to double spell more artifacts, or like they can block, but they won't be able to trade. And they definitely can't block now. So do we take this opportunity to get the Surgical Bay into play? Since the Maze Skull Bomb doesn't do anything for us here, I think that's fine to do. All right. Going according to plan here. But I'm going to poison us on a Sultai mana base. I will take the first poison. Could block with swooping there. Chittering Skitterling. Just cycle this, I think. Try to find some action. And action we find. Shrink your guys. Get in there. Well, getting corrupted here is a little bit problematic for us. We may need to block at some point. If they get the second counter on us, it wouldn't be too hard for them to proliferate into the third, right? And then, I mean, who knows what they can do at that point. I mean, Skitterling isn't great in this board state. They don't have anything to sack to it, but I'm willing to trade off here. R1 for there too. Oh, this is scary. Put an oil. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana equal to the number of oil. Yeah, it's gonna nuke our board. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, well. See if we can find more action. Another experiment. So they're going to 9. They're putting a counter on that. Next turn, they're taking 6 down to 3 if we play the experiment. Then they nuke our board. We probably lose from there. So my feeling is we should not play the experiment into the Silex. We'll just attack with everything. Kind of, I wish we had our lookout still now because it wouldn't die to that thing. All right, so they'll end up going to 5. We can hold some stuff back. I mean, I guess they probably just have another blocker here. Yeah, okay. Well, here I'm assuming they're just going to play nothing, right? So now we like can't attack because then they don't. Well, I guess we can, but we need to play the other experiment. So they take 2 down to 7, then they get to new our board. Because if we, the best we can do is get Nimrazer Paladin to be 1/4, so it gets to eat something. That's not good for us. And then if we do let them eat something, they might not want to activate the Silex at that point because they're ahead on board. Pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. Yeah, this is going to be a tough game for us to win. Maybe we'll just play Crawling Course. I think we just have to pass here, unfortunately. Let's hope that our top decks can be good here. Maybe get a Sentry. If we can get a Sentry going, like we have a chance. But unfortunately, this Wrath effect is quite good. Ratchet Bomb effect, I should say. And they get to replay their Dune Mover. And we're gonna get poisoned. They're gonna have corrupted. So yeah, I think this one, unfortunately, the Silex really got us here. It isn't I don't think gonna work out. Probably just blocking here. Don't want to get corrupted. The artifact is good for us. And we are hoping to draw like a good big flyer, you know, Cephalopod Sentry, Basilica Shepherd. Certainly not an island in this spot. That's not good. All right. Eesh. Okay, here comes the team. This is 9 damage down to 11. 5 up to 5 poison. Probably just taking it. I don't think we can afford to like lose. We get corrupted either way. Like losing our escaped experiment is bad. Okay. All right. Cool. That was almost a natural. They had the Dune Mover to find the whatever land they needed, but okay. See ya. We go first, and our hand is good. We've got 2 drops and stuff to do. I need to draw some lands at some point, but like I guess Basilica Shepherd's probably not coming down on turn 5. But I think with our start here, we're reasonably okay with this hand. It's a little sketchy. Like if we don't draw lands, we're gonna lose, but we draw lands. It's all good. Probably experiment. Should be able to get past. I guess Axiom Engraver we wouldn't really like to see, but aside from that, should be all right. Okay. Experiment. Counterspell? No. Skull Bomb. Counterspell. Hexgold Slash. Okay. Great card to play defense early in this format, of course. Oh, okay, well that's good. I mean, we're going to hopefully find a land drop for that. I think we will pitch the bomb this turn to try to do that. But first, attack and make this an 0-1. And then try to hit a land. Let's go with a land. Yeah, All right. Skitterfang. That's annoying. So going to give lifelink. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, we will be able to block that next turn. But I think the worst case scenario would be like if we don't take this trade this turn and then next turn they come in with it again and we've got Sentry because they've got Free from Flesh or whatever. It's like then we can't block. They've gained 6. So I actually do think we're going to block here. Set them back a little bit. Now we can get Sentry into play. Hold on to the Theorist until we have some lands that we want to get rid of. Shepherd next turn would be obviously excellent. If not, we've got Attendant, which is also pretty good. Veil of Assimilation. All right, well. Yeah, so I think we do attack with Experiment. If they want to trade Skitterfang for it, I think that at this point it's done its job, right? Ooh, nice. Nice play. Okay. Okay, so they are going to get in for some lifelink damage here. Feel like you block with the... Oh no, I guess we shrunk the 2/2 already. Yeah, so that's the move. They swing for 5, I guess. And 3 of its lifelink. That's good. That's a good turn. Sets us back. So now they're up to 17. We're down to 15. Planner Disruption. That's a good one. This can obviously block. Probably just want to get rid of the Strider, right? Because they can start crewing it, and then I guess they've got 1 activation left from Skitterfang. Seems worth it to me to just do this. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay, cool. And we'll get a Veil going here. Gains Vigilance. That's pretty cool. Target creature. Cool, okay. So now we actually get to attack with everything. Well, that's actually really nice. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the Veil. Thrill Possibility. Nice. Nice. Not enough to get them through, though. Because they give flying, but that doesn't do much for them. Cool. All right, well, Shepherd, and then things get really out of hand. So we got to think about how we're going to divide all that stuff up. So just give, probably just evenly, right? We'll make this a 4/5. They could double block it. Okay, they're just going to scoop. Cool. All right. Our deck did a thing. On to the next. We're back. 3 games in a row of going first. Or maybe 4. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anyway, gotta love that luck. Hand's good. Got a couple 2s. Got some stuff going on here. It's not great. Like, obviously, you want to see Sentry and all that kind of stuff, but it's a good start. Opponent takes a mulligan and keeps on 6. We'll play Seachrome Coast. And away we go. Opponent might have -1/-1 here. Sure looks like it. Okay, they either do and don't want to cast it, or don't. But I don't know what they do have then. All right, incisor. Oh, they want the proliferate. Okay, they want the proliferate. That's fair. And they have a blocker, so see if they want to put it in harm's way. Okay, they block. So now they'll, I guess, I mean, they need to get us poisoned before they can use that Whisper. So maybe they've got the draw 2 here. Okay, they've got Bilious Skull Dweller in play. Pretty annoying card, all things considered. We attack with both here. We get them to. I guess we attack with both and just play a mobilizer. Lock down the 1/1. That makes sense to me. They're only going to take 2 damage, but I mean, we got to get a clock going here, and then eventually we can reset the immobilizer with the attendant or something. Doesn't seem all that all that impressive, but when we draw our Sentry, it'll feel good, right? So try to keep ourselves off of getting poisoned as long as possible. Not gonna work for all that long though, unfortunately. Okay. Well, is now the time to maybe cycle the Skull Bomb, see what we find. If we find like a Sentry, then all of a sudden we've got blocks. But otherwise, I feel we need to use our Planar Disruption on that Siphoner, don't we? Veil's not bad. Yeah, I think we... Or, sorry, on the Skull... Probably the Skull Dweller. It's actually more annoying than the Siphoner is. At some point, they're just going to fire off this Whisper of the Dross, and we're going to have to deal with that. But I guess if... It might be right here. When we try to pump up our experiment, they might just say, you know what? Let's just kill that. No, they don't. Okay, good. Well, let's keep getting in. Take 3. tapping Siphoner on their combat step right here. Tap land for them. Okay, so now we might have to blink, right? Just not adding to the board seems kind of bad. So we'll tap the glider. Attendant comes down. Gonna reset our immobilizer. Make a might. Make our experiment bigger. They must have dross, right? Here it is. Okay. Cool. So we avoid the proliferation of dross, which is pretty nice. But we are going to get poisoned now. But I think our board's pretty good. Like, see what they have to follow up. If something big, we're kind of in trouble. But we also have a mobilizer to help us. Yeah, that's pretty big. Proliferate. All right, so we're going to be corrupted pretty soon here. Ooh. Like our might giant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't have enough to cast the immobilizer as well, though. So by casting a mobilizer, we can give the indoctrination attendant +1/+1 vigilance. If they double block, we kill their scrap trap. We get corrupted. And then next turn we have a 4/4 might. I think that's worth it. Or like a 4/4 veil of assimilation, actually, probably more likely. Be nice to have a combat trick in this deck. I know we passed like a complete devotion at some point, or even that 1 mana blue trick was like kind of cool. All right, no blocks. Like to see that. Injector. Okay. Kind of just hoping this is all too little, too late, and we can just sort of get there. Injector on glider. So we're definitely getting got this turn. So they have both these creatures have corrupted, or toxic one rather. So we're getting corrupted this turn. If they attack us with everything, we kill them. So I'm going to let them potentially attack. Even if they attack with both flyers, I think we just get them. Yeah, so unless they've got, like, they could have something gross in their hand, of course, but even if it's just another big blocker, it has to be like a vivisection thing. That would be potentially backbreaking. I think that costs 5, though. Okay, move the equipment. Sure. Instant speed removal would do it as well, I suppose. But sometimes you just gotta cross your fingers and hope that they're just holding a land. Let's see. Let's see what it is. Yep. We got him. Whew. Well, this deck has been a sweat to play, I gotta say. These games have been like, whoa. Are we going to get there? Are we not? All right, next game. We go first again. I'm not going to undersell how lucky we're getting with all these going firsts. But yeah, keep both colors, 2-drop. Opponent mulligans. Things are running a little bit hot for us for sure. Nice. Experiment. Let's get it going. What can we draw on turn 3? A Malcator. I have Malcator would be good. I think we might just pacify that. We don't want to trade for it. We don't really want to get poisoned. We have so much to do with our mana over the next coming turns. I think just spend the mana, get rid of that thing. It's not obviously not the best use of that card, of course, but okay, so what are we worried about? 3 mana in those colors. I don't think there's much. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Cephalopod Sentry. And they play a beefer. Oh, that's a beefer and a half. When this deals combat damage to a player, you draw, lose, destroy target enchantment, remove counters. Those are all useful abilities. We've got a immobilizer for that, for the time being. Hopefully they don't find some artifact kill. That'd be a problem. And this is really good with fight spells as well. They have Epic Confrontation. They get to kill our sentry. Fortunately, they don't. Want to play Veil and draw a Skull Bomb. It's probably better to just play this Transplant Theorist, though. More mana, efficient. Ooh, an Eye of Malcator. What are we doing? We're just pitching Veil here? Kind of want to play Draw Skull Bomb this turn. Get the extra point of damage in. Or do we just discard Eye? That can't be right. I think it's Veil. Eye is so good with the Transplant Theorist, getting the Scry, get the draw. This is on cast or enters? Yeah, enters. So we just have to stack those correctly. All right. Chimney Rabble. Keep that Sunslayer tapped. Willing to block here, I think. They have a combat trick. Yeah. Don't love losing the Theorist here, but I think it's okay. So the question is, do we hold the Lookout for next turn to activate the Eye? I feel like we do. And do we want to sack the Skull Bomb to draw it? We could always just do that next turn. We're taking 8. They're going to 8 this turn, which means they're dead if they attack wrong. So they may want to hold back. Certainly need to keep this Glissa locked down. Okay, there's coming in with everything. That's fine. Oh no, don't leave the token back. Okay, that's annoying. See if they have a second blocker here. Oh, they have a Mirex, right? But this makes a Might that can't block? Okay. All right. Maybe just sack the Skull Bomb then. Guess a well-timed removal spell here is going to probably do us in. Nope. The Mites can't block, my friend. All right, opponent goes first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, well, we have a good curve, so we're going to take it. Crawling Chorus, Incisor Glider. Go from there, I guess. Opponent's sort of taking some time to set up, which is good, because we could get kind of run over here early on. Looks like they might have Hexgold Slash. So, do we just... we probably should play around that by playing Glider then. We just give them Experiment. There's no reason for them to not just fire it off, but here they might... Oh no, this... yeah, no, this doesn't have Toxic. They may try... they may hold it here, yeah. It could be free from Flash as well. But if we make them kind of quote-unquote waste that mana that turn, I think that's useful. Here we're just getting in for one. Playing a couple things. Play Attendant next turn, I guess. That's a great card. Wow. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Okay. I think we double block the Cackler then. Right? Oh no, we still lose both our creatures. Ah, that's good then. Double block the Rabble. Feels bad too. We're left with an artifact, which is kind of nice. Escaped Experiments. Not going to be doing a ton against their board, I think, at this point. I think I'm cool to block here. They probably trade their Goblin for the Might token if we attack back, though. Don't want to make that trade. And yeah, we can just pick up our own Skull Bomb, play it next turn. Thinking about picking up a land, but setting ourselves back a mana doesn't really make any sense. We'll just double spell these next turn. Ooh, that's a great play. I guess we had them on Hexgold Slash before, didn't we? Oh, now I wish they'd killed our stupid 2-1 with it. No. No. Oh, now this thing's going to get big, eh? 3-3. In with both. No fear of getting corrupted here from our opponent. In with both. Could have played a mobilizer there. Obviously, I would like to get these the veil triggers for extra damage. And are we gonna sack Skull Bomb? We don't really have it. I guess we've got. Could have sacked it earlier. I guess we got Swooping Lookout in the deck. Don't need it for its artifact count. So yeah, we probably should have sacked it before attacks. We could have got an extra damage in. Yeah, and we would have. Look at that. Terrible. Terrible sloppy play. So they should be at 11. But I still made the right move by at least looking for the lookout there as we get to cast it and attack with it next turn. By waiting a turn, we miss out on that, of course. Here comes Predation Steward. All right, well, our opponent is kind of keeping pace here, but starting to fall behind a little bit on board, and we're going to have... we're having a mobilizer up and running soon, so that'll be nice for us. Toro, that's nice too, though. Yeah, I guess we'll just play that. Take our Scry. We'll give a Might. Get some extra damage in, I think. Retrofitter, that's a great draw as well. Oh, and they're corrupted? Oh, I missed that too. Jeez, I'm bad at this game. Okay, so we should have attacked with both mites. Oh boy. So they should be at like 2. And just straight up dead. Instead they're alive because we made 2 mistakes. That's how easy it is to mess things up. Yeah, that's a big boy. Okay. See if they were at 2 right now. Let's attack with everything here. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to chump Furnace Strider. We are going to get them. I mean, they're dead on board, actually. So I'm not sure what their play is here. If they're just... This is just the best they can do. I mean, this is the best block we can make, so... Because, yeah, the glider will kill them just with what's here. So maybe they've got a Rustvine Cultivator. No, it doesn't look like it. For 1 green. There's nothing... I can't think of anything that can get us here. Yep. All right. All right, we're on the draw, but we got a nice hand here. Got Swooping Lookout into Retrofitter, which makes the Lookout a 4/4 Flying Vigilance. We'll build your own Sarah Angel action there. All we're missing is a 2. See if our opponent wants to shoot that down. Okay, so they might have Hexgold Slash. We can be on the lookout for that. Again, kind of just want to use Planner Disruption on their 2-drop, since our mana is spoken for the next several turns here. We just want to get out ahead. Hopefully they tap out here. If they don't, I'm going to be pretty afraid. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And this has Toxic as well, eh? So they can just kill... Okay, they are going to tap out. All right, so we'll get our hit in. They can just kill the Retrofitter, and we'll be back down to our little tiny Swooping Lookout. But then we've got Sentry coming down, and then we've got Bardiche coming down, so we're okay. Oh, yeah. Nice. It's a little bit better than Hexgold Slash. Take 3, though. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like the way our hand is developing here. And for 1. The question is, what do we do if they attack for 3? Here they come. think we're just taking the damage. First strike. This is a 4-3. That's pretty bad. This is a 3-3. But like we cast this next turn to hit them for 5. I think we're still winning the race. Don't want to lose the sentry there for sure. Well, they got some big uns as well though. Okay, Watcher's kind of interesting. All right, Shepherd is up next though for sure. Still feel like they've... Okay, so that what they maybe have is just Free from Flesh, not Hexblade Slash. Although it could still be Hexblade Slash. That'd be good in combat with that 3-1. They're at 9. We've got 9 coming out the next turn in the sky, so we're going to have to find some kind of answer here. We're going to take 3. That's good. Yeah, that's a good answer. Kill our sentry. Yeah, okay. It's getting close now. So I guess playing Bardiche here is the next best move. We're going to put them to 5, and then a Bardiche equip will do the rest. If we can stick it. Well, let's force them to use their trick. Makes it a little bit less likely that they have some way to interact when we go for the equip. They won't... If they don't have another land, they can't have Volt Charge. I don't think there's anything here. Do we have any other play? We could Immobilizer and tap one of their ground creatures and get in that way, but that still puts us... Still puts us dead, right? No, because we've got Swooping Lookout to block. 5, this is 4 to equip. Rebel Salvo, that's the card they could have. But if we go the Immobilizer route, that also turns on Hexblade Slash again for them. I think we're just going to go for it. All right. We got there. We're back. Opponent goes first. Yeah, we got 2-drop, 3-drop. We're good enough. No 2 for our opponents. Nice. Ichor Plate Golem. Well, of course, we have the attack here, but it doesn't do much for us. All right. Unctuce's Retrofitter. That's a good one to see. What are we trying to do next turn? We're trying to play, I guess, Retrofitter at this point because it adds so much damage to the table, but we're going to go Retrofitter, then maybe we're going to go Immobilizer, maybe we're going to go Transplant Theory. I think we want all of these. Yeah. Sweet avatar, by the way. Phage the Untouchable. It's a really old card. Mere Convert. Well, this could be a shock. Or I guess like a Titanic Growth. Oh, I was thinking we were going to get Malcator online, actually. I don't know why I thought this was an artifact for a second there. It's certainly not. Shrink the Ichor Play Golem. So yeah, I mean, Titanic Growth does it here. It doesn't look like they've got it, or they're choosing not to use it. Could still be a shock. Could be Free from Flesh. That would make sense to not want to use there, since it doesn't actually kill. Okay, Furnace Strider's big. No attacks. Yeah, I don't like that play by them. Okay. Probably just gonna tap that down. We could Disruption it, but that doesn't spend our mana. I think we'll just tap that down, swing for 8. Actually, swing with a team, probably. They're not going to be able to block anything. Oh, they can block... sorry, they can block Retrofitter. So it shouldn't have attacked with Retrofitter. That was a mistake. Oh, shoot, I forgot that thing taps for mana. No. That was a big mistake. Why did I not just shrink the stupid golem? I thought they were tapped out. It's getting in my own head. Oh, boy. Okay, well, now we might just be dead. No. Oh, God, that was horrible. Okay. Yikes. See you later. Whew, what a punt. What a punt. So, we're at 9, they're at 8. Transplant Theorist is the next play, I think. We've got a Mobilizer for the Strider. Transplant Theorist blocks the Golem. I think we're in okay shape. Try to find a land here. To play, probably pitch Bardiche if we do. If we draw it exactly at Plains. Okay, we did not. Are we still pitching Bardiche? Probably yes. Next turn, hope to draw a land, play Shepherd. Or, if it's a Plains, we could play like Glider, Lookout, and Disruption. Also might be worthwhile. Maybe Shepherd is bad? Shepherd can't be bad, it has flying. Okay, I'm going to pitch Bardiche. Not sure on that one. Oh, God. We are all of a sudden dead. I think maybe either way we would have died, but certainly that attack was not good. But yeah, it looks like we're just going down here either way. So if we had a Planar Disruption, the Strider, what I didn't consider was that it can activate to give things haste, and then we would have been able to stop that. Instead, we played this. So what we would have done instead, I guess, is Disruption plus Lookout, which is not all that exciting either. But now, what is this? Obviously, put this here, we're just dead, right? So, put this here, and we go to whatever we go to. Still have Immobilizer. We still have Disruption. Don't think it's going to be enough. We drew the land we're looking for, though. So let's see if we can. We ought to put this on the correct creature, which is, of course, the Strider. But yeah, no, we're just going to fall a little bit short here because they've got 3 attackers. And we're 2. Opponent knows this. Feel like I punted this, but I also feel like I didn't. I think like they just had some really great cards. We had a good start too, though. I think we were on the draw, so that maybe that made the difference. Certainly was not like they would have been down that mirror, but yeah, I think they just kind of got the better of us that game. I can't really think of like a specific error that totally rocked us there. All right, well, here it is. We're playing a Mythic opponent. Hopefully we can get the 7th win here. We go first. Just open up with a Skull Bomb, I guess, and go from there. Number 276. How am I supposed to beat this person? Get shocked here? No. Okay. Opponent's got a Batter Fist. Alright, we've got an Eye. Don't need this land. Happy enough to have a Watcher just for the trigger, I think. Shrink this thing. So next turn could be just an Immobilizer play. I think that makes sense. Spends our mana the best. Gets them for 6. And now we're tapping down whatever their best blocker is. It's a great play here, though. Boy, is that ever good. I'm going to let them attack if they want, because we have a lot coming back. Okay, they choose to not. Smart. So if we tap Chimney Rabble, of course, they can double block the Eye. But not if we also attack with Escaped Experiment, which they could block and trade the token for, which also is bad for us. But seems like we just need to get damage in, because we also have the Skull Bomb and the Immobilizer that can threaten big attacks. We could, in fact, Skull Bomb them right now that we've drawn this land, which wasn't necessarily an option before. I think we will not do this just yet. I want to get the value out of the Immobilizer. Okay, they're just going to chump the eye. Take 2. That's a good move as well. Hazardous Blast. That's really good. We get to draw a card. That's something. Disruption's pretty good here. See if they want to get in. I would be... we're going to let them. We have a huge life total. They choose not to. So we'll tap Rabble again, because we want to keep attacking. They're going to chump. Is there any reason to play the bomb? I don't think so, because we can make a might on their end step. I don't think we want to disruption the rabble. They could have like something way better than that, like that thing. They're 10. So how does this work with Furnace Strider? I guess we're going to get to tap it down before they give it haste, no matter what. Because once they go give haste, we go tap in response. So I think we let them, again, just let them attack if they want. We're at 17. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, because they're like not going to attack either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off of the bomb. Okay, they are going to give haste. Let's tap it. Make a might. All right, land is good. So now we've got enough to do all the things. We can bomb. We can disrupt the Strider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just 2 damage shy. Experiment is decent as well, eh? No reason to cast that right yet. So put them to 3. And we'll save the experiment for next turn to try to turn on our eye. They're at 3. They got a mitt full of cards, so could still be trouble for us. Mantis, yep. So yeah, lots of bodies in play here. Let them attack if they want. I think an attack's okay here. Yeah, like they're dead to removal, but they know that obviously. Okay, so we'll take 4. Tap Lattice Blade. Attack. They chomp. They take 2 down to 1. So that makes sense to me. Attendant is good as well. You can pick up the immobilizer. Still get all the stuff that we want to get here. All right, opponent says no thank you. Wow. Took down a number 200 Mythic to get ourselves the trophy. Super exciting, super fun draft. Wow. Some great gameplay, some good sweats. Deck was a real monster. Yeah, I mean, some stuff that overperformed for us, like playing these skull bombs that didn't do anything. The Maze and the Dross were very good here. The Veil was actually pretty good, I think. Like, I don't think I'd play more than one, but it did some stuff. Experiment was great. Just this year we never really saw. Glider we saw maybe one time, was pretty good. The Eye was obviously great. Retrofitter obviously great. Attendant is good. This is another card that's pretty underrated. I think it's just kind of good in any white deck. Immobilizer is a bomb. We know that. Theorist was fine. Sentry's a bomb. Bardiche was fine. Shepherd was also like not amazing, but it definitely did some stuff for us. And this Murex land felt pretty good as well. So thanks for watching. As always, please do click subscribe, click like, leave a comment. These are all great ways to support the channel. Easy, quick, free ways to do that. And appreciate it. As always, all the support is much appreciated. Contact me with your feedback if you want. Send me an email, howtodraftmtg@gmail.com. We'll see you next time. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. Let's collect our 2,200 gems. All right, see you next time. Bye for now.